Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a declutter video. Now I believe the last time I did a declutter video here on my channel was back in August, and I think I did one other one last year as well, so we're just going to continue that trend. And I'm going to do a makeup inventory here in the next couple of weeks, so watch out for that here on my channel. But I wanted to go through all of my makeup and then, kind of condense everything before I do my inventory. So that is what we are going to be doing today, and I've got this little bowl of all sorts of stuff that I really don't like, that's really old. It didn't work for me for one reason or another. So let's just get started and I will show you what I'm going to declutter. So I'm just gonna kind of randomly pull out stuff from this bowl here. There's not gonna really be any rhyme or reason to the order of stuff that I'm going to show you. But to start off with, I'm going to show you this palette from Flower Beauty. I bought this, I think maybe about 2 years ago now, and I've just really never used it. I think I got this at Walmart for like a couple bucks, and oh, I apologize. I know my nail polish is absolutely heinous right now. I meant to take it off before this video and I just completely forgot. So please ignore that. As soon as I'm done here, I will be removing that. But anyways, back to this palette. I don't know, it's just the eyeshadow colors here are just not colors that I really gravitate towards, and even though I haven't used this a whole lot, all of the lipstick shades here have like powder in them, so I think it's just time to get rid of this. I think I spent like $2 on this. I remember getting it like on a mega clearance sale at Walmart. So I don't really feel too bad about getting rid of it since it's really just taken up space. Next up here are a few things from Colourpop, 2 of their Super Shock cheek blushes, and then 1 of their Super Shock eyeshadows. I bought these again just about 2 years ago, just as Colourpop was really starting to get popular, and personally, I'm just not a fan of this formula. I love their lip pencils, I love their lipsticks, but this formula I really just don't like. I find it very hard to pick up with a brush, very hard to blend out, and they're getting very old. This one is between the sheets and it's all cracked. As you can see, it's just, it's just time for it to go. The other one of the blushes that I have looks a lot better. This one is the color Fox, but it's just so bright. I really don't try to gravitate towards blushes like this. I know I'm not going to use it. And then the eyeshadow, this one is called Hustle, and it's a really pretty dark purple color, but I went to swatch it the other day and it's all chunky. It's really weird. I don't know if it's gonna come across on the camera, but it's just got this really weird, like crusty, chunky consistency to it. Hopefully you can kind of see that. Like I said, it's a pretty color. It just, I really feel like not safe using this one anymore. Not that I really used it all that much anyways, because I don't like the formula, but this one is well past its prime. It's time to go. I think this is the only foundation that I'm going to be decluttering this time around. This is the L'Oreal True Match Illumi. This is the color N2. I'm definitely a W2 in this formula, so the color is just off for me. And this is over 2 years old now at this point, and it's got the SPF in it, so that's definitely expired. So it's definitely just time to toss this because it's not working. Oh, here's another thing from Colourpop that I decided to get rid of. I do really like their Lippy Sticks formula. This color though, it just looks horrible on me. I believe I bought this at the same time that I bought the blushes and stuff, but this is the color Tootsie, and I really just personally don't like this color. I think at least for a while this was pretty popular within their line. It just looks terrible on me. It's one of those grayish colors. I don't know. I just cannot pull it off. I've tried multiple times, with different lip liners and stuff, and it just doesn't work, so goodbye. Here are 2 lip glosses. You guys might know that I'm just really not a lip gloss fan anymore. Of course, I used to love it because that's what everybody wore, but I really prefer a lipstick or liquid lipstick these days. This one is from CoverGirl. This one, what is the color on this one? Give Me Guava. And then this one is from Maybelline, and I went to smell this the other day, and I don't know if this one always had like this super chemical smell, but yeah, it just does not smell right anymore. It's a really pretty color, and I actually do like this one quite a bit. This is Rose Redefined from their Elixir line, but the smell just is really getting to me. I don't really feel comfortable using it anymore. And then I've got 3 eyeliners here. I might have even more, I don't remember. But this one is from Pop Beauty. I believe I got this in an Allure Beauty box. This is the color Inky Purple. And this one is weird. It's just like, it looks like that. It's a kajal stick, so they're saying. And it really just kind of buffs away to nothing. So there's like no staying power at all with this. If you can see, like it just kind of fades away super, super fast. Even when you don't blend it out, it just does not last on my eyes. And that is not what I look for in an eyeliner. So I know I'm not going to use that. This one is from JCat Beauty. This is the hashtag MOTD makeup or eyeliner in the color bronze. And you have to press super hard with this one to get any kind of color payoff. It's not worth it, and it just kind of looks chunky, and I don't like the color, so I know I won't use it. And then here's one that I actually really do like. I just have absolutely no idea how old it is. I'm thinking this is like 6 or 7 years old, maybe even more. I have no idea where this thing came from. This is from Smashbox. This is their Slate eyeliner. This is the from the Limitless eyeliner line. I don't even know if that's still a thing from them anymore, but it actually does work really well, and I've used it quite a bit. As you can see, I mean, I don't know, quite a bit of it is gone, but because it's so old, I just don't really feel comfortable using it on my eyes right now, so it's gonna get tossed. Here are two like nudie skin toned eyeliner, highlighter kind of pencil things. I'm just not into these, so I know I will not get any use out of them. This one's quite old. This one is from NYX. This is their Wonder Pencil. I know a lot of people talk about them, but personally, I'm just not a fan of those. And the other one is similar. It's a lot larger though, and I think you're supposed to use this as more of like a highlight. I don't really like it. It's from Cella. This is the Ivory Lace Highlighter. I remember getting that in an Ipsy bag, and again, I just know I'm not going to use it. Here's a primer from Revlon. This is the Photo Ready Prime and Anti-Shine primer. It's this cool kind of like balm texture, and I actually did a whole video on this like way long time ago, and I just feel like the texture of this has changed. You can see I did use it quite a bit, but I feel like once you start to put your foundation on it nowadays, it just kind of starts to pill and ball up weirdly, and I don't like that. So I think this is just past its prime, so it's time to toss it. Here are a bunch more lip products. I will just try and go through these rather quickly. This one here is a little lip gloss from Fortune Cookie Soap. It was in one of their boxes that I get from them. And this stuff just reminds me of kids makeup. I know I'm not going to use it, and it's really, really sticky and goopy looking. Like you can see, it's just yeah, not my kind of thing. I know I won't use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss it. Here's a little mini liquid lipstick from Milanese. This is in the color Milan, and I really just don't like this color on me either. And yeah, oh, this smells absolutely terrible. Like, I don't know, like as soon as I got it, it smelled really, really bad, just super chemically. I don't like that, so this just needs to go because I don't know if it's bad or if that's just what it's supposed to smell like, but I don't care for it. And this one is a little sample that I got in an Ipsy bag. This is from, who is it from? Noya Cosmetics in the color Desert Rose, and I just really do not like this color. I think it looks okay there, and I've got a couple of things like that, but I just really don't like how this looks on me. I know I won't reach for it, so if I can find somebody in the next few days to pass that along to, or pass any of this stuff along to that isn't old and expired, then I will. Otherwise, I will just probably toss it just to get rid of it so it's not taking up space in my house, but if I can pass any of this stuff along, I will. Here's another lipstick that I just didn't really care for. This is from NYC, and this is the color Pinktastic. Again, it's just not a color that I would really wear. It's this really bright pink, and sometimes that can be fun, but just the undertone on this one I don't think is very flattering on me. And then this is a Clinique lipstick that I got as like a little freebie, you know, when you do a big purchase with them, you know, they give you that big bag of free stuff. And just looking at, I mean, oh gosh, I don't know if you can see that, but there's all sorts of like little water droplets on it now. Well, it's not water probably, but whatever it is, that looks kind of disgusting. All right, well, I guess it's a good thing that I'm getting rid of this. But this is a color, like when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna love that. It looks so, so pretty. This is the color Matte Beauty, and I just do not like this on myself. I know I've tried it a few times, and there, it looks so pretty. It just, for one reason or another, just does not flatter my skin tone. I can't wear this lipstick, and now that it looks so funky, I think it's just time to toss this one. I was gonna try and pass it along, but yeah, I think I just need to toss that one now. And I think this is the last lip product that I'm going to be getting rid of. This is from Flower Beauty. This is one of their lip suedes, and I really, really like this formula, and I love this color, so I do feel bad getting rid of this one. This is in the color Berry More, which I just think is a really cute play on words there. But this one was in my purse for the longest time. It was kind of like my go-to emergency lipstick, and it just got all sorts of crud all over it. The cap broke, and you can see it's all gunky, and it does not stay on very well at all, and I feel like the formula has kind of dried out a little bit, it. It's really, really pretty. I really enjoy this color. Not sure if this is still in their line or not, but you could check at Walmart. So I do recommend this, and I do really like this color. Just this particular one is dried out and gunky and yucky, just from rolling around in my purse for a little bit too long. It was actually in like a little makeup bag, so I didn't get my whole entire purse disgusting, fortunately. But I did have to wipe off and clean up a makeup bag after this kind of, not really exploded, but kind of, you know, just got everywhere. But yeah, it's just time to get rid of it because it's so gross now. And then I've decided to get rid of 2 of my blushes. Here is one from Ulta. I think this was a free gift from them 6 years ago, maybe. It's been a long time. I know I've had this one for a while. This is the Adore Cheek color, and it's not that it's horrible. Oh, well, no, you know what? I take that back. There is tons of big gold glitter in there, and I really these days prefer a matte blush. That's really kind of what I'm into. And again, it's just super old, so I think it's well past its prime. It just needs to go. And then the other blush that I've decided to get rid of, if you've been watching me for a while, you might recognize it. It is my Little Mary Kay blush in the color Shy Blush. This was in a Project Pan last year, and my goal was to hit Pan, and I literally used this blush for 6 months straight and got basically nowhere on it. Sorry, it's not focusing. But I got basically nowhere on this blush, and I'm just so sick of it. I think it's supposed to be a dupe for NARS's Orgasm. It's not a horrible color. I do think it's quite pretty actually, but I'm just so sick of it, and I hate the rectangular shape of the pan here. I much prefer like a circular or a square shape for a blush. It's just so much easier. So because I'm so sick of it and I've gotten nowhere on it and it's getting old, and I did just get this for free from an influencer box a few years ago, I think it's just time to say goodbye. And then I've got 2 single eyeshadows that I've decided to get rid of. I think both of these are from Ipsy. This one is actually really, really beautiful, but it's a loose powder pigment thing, and I just don't like those. They're so messy, and I just know I won't reach for it. I haven't in the 2 years that I've had this. This is from the brand Marsk, and this is the Lucky Penny pigment, and like I said, it is gorgeous. It is just such a pretty color, but it's so messy. I'll do a quick swatch of it for you. There's a quick swatch for you. It is absolutely gorgeous. Again, sorry, it's not focusing, but I just know I won't reach for it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. This is something that if I can find somebody to pass this along to, I definitely will, because hopefully somebody could enjoy it because it is just so beautiful. And then the other eyeshadow that I've decided to get rid of was from Hikari. This is in the color Mink. And again, this is a pretty color, but this kind of burned my eyes when I put it on. And I don't think I'm the only person that that's happened to. I vaguely remember a couple other people complaining about that with this particular eyeshadow from Ipsy. So I'm definitely not going to pass it on to anybody else. I don't know what the problem is, but there it is. It's a really light color, but it is kind of pretty, and I do remember liking the way it looked on my eyes, but it just kind of like had this weird burning sensation on my eyes, and I don't have very sensitive eyes or very sensitive skin at all, so that was definitely very unexpected, and I'm definitely just going to toss this. I don't want to give it to anybody else. All right, we are down to the last 3 items that I've decided to declutter this time around. They are all 3 eyeshadow palettes, and they actually all did come from the same place. I bought them all on HauteLook, so that should tell you something. Don't buy eyeshadow palettes on HauteLook because they're not very good, and I was surprised at a few of these at how not great they are. This one in particular, I was really looking forward to this one. It is from Becca, and this is their little eyeshadow quad in the color Eclipsed, and this the shades in here are really pretty. Like this green was what I was really drawn to, and all 3 of these darker shades here just look so muddy and yucky, and they just, I just do not like the way these look on myself at all. Not worth it, and I can see why it was on HauteLook and why it's not in their regular line, unless it is. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. So yeah, this was a really, really big disappointment for me. I was so excited because I've liked a lot of the other Becca products that I've tried, and this was just a total dud. And then this next palette was something I went back and forth on whether I wanted to declutter it or not, but it is from Stila, and it is their Stunning in Seattle palette, and it's this cute little palette. We've got 4 little eyeshadows here, and then their, what is this, convertible color here. You can put this on your lips or your cheeks. I really don't like these, and I really, again, just don't like having like a cream kind of product next to the powders. It kind of grosses me out. And the eyeshadows in here aren't bad. I'm just not reaching for them, and I don't love like this silver color. That's probably the best eyeshadow as far as quality wise in the palette. but I just don't reach for silver eyeshadows. I don't think they're very flattering on me, so I know I won't use it. So I think just because I'm not using it, it's just time to toss it. And the very last thing that I've decided to declutter this time around is this eyeshadow palette from Lorac. Again, I bought this on Haute Look. This was, I think, from their 2013 summer collection, maybe 2014, I don't remember exactly. But that's what it looks like, and a lot of these shadows, unfortunately, are just not good. I really, really love the Lorac Pro eyeshadow formula. I think that's probably one of my absolute very favorite eyeshadow palettes or eyeshadow formulas of all time. It's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I am doing the Lorac Pro Metal palette for my Pan That palette this year, but these just do not hold a candle to those at all. It's a completely different formula. Some of the shades are okay, but most of them I just really don't like. Definitely not reaching for this eyeshadow palette, and I haven't for well over a year. So for those reasons, you know, it's just sitting on my shelf, just taking up room in my bathroom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it. So that is everything that I've decided to declutter this time around. All this stuff has just been sitting around in my bathroom in my makeup drawers for well over a year, just waiting to be touched and loved, and it's just not, you know, whether it's old and expired or it's just a color that I don't like or a formula or whatever the case may be, all this stuff just needs to go because I am not using it and loving it. And again, if I can pass any of this stuff along, like this eyeshadow, especially something like that, that isn't too old and really isn't expired, it's just not something I'm looking for, then I will pass it along. But most of this stuff I think really just kind of is past its prime or is so terrible that I wouldn't want to give it to anybody. So yeah, I always feel bad throwing away makeup, but you know, if it's just not something that I like and not something that I'm using, why keep it, right? But thank you guys, of course, so much for hanging out with me today. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to watch out for my makeup inventory coming up soon. And we can also connect on Instagram. I will have my link listed down there somewhere, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!